because you're mine. You know I can't stand it. You know I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you anyhow. And I don't care if you don't want me. I'm yours right now. I put a spell on you. Because you're mine.
This is very bad. Oh no, my goodness. Do you hear that? My pet spirit escaped. That was my spirit. His name is Samuel. And he was actually a warlock named Samuel Proctor in the year 1692 in Salem, Massachusetts. Yeah, who here remembers Salem, Massachusetts? Oh, yeah, okay. I see some witches were there. Okay, hopefully you made it out okay. So he was around in Salem, Massachusetts, and actually I have some of the history here of how he became a spirit. See, he loved magic. He loved magic so much that he wasn't content with his own magic. He started stealing it from others. He got greedy. He would take secrets and spells from other witches and warlocks, getting them in a cauldron full of trouble. Yes. Now, one witch at the time was very frustrated, and she cursed Samuel with immortality. But not the fun kind of immortality where you get to live forever, kind of like Lestat in Interview with a Vampire. No, not the fun kind. The kind where your body's gone and your spirit is destined to roam forever and ever as an ethereal ghost, and wander he has. Until about 5 years ago when I was doing my magic show, and things started going awry. Predictions got switched, spells got misplaced, potions exploded. And I realized it was Samuel. See, he's drawn to magic. And he loved my magic so much, he started being mischievous and messing with the show. Sometimes he does that. But he does love magic, so I think we could maybe get him to come back here if we can put on a spectacular, amazing Halloween show. Now, in order for him to know that this show is really, really good, you guys are going to have to hoot and holler and scream if you see something you like. Feel free to shout compliments like, "Your father would be proud of you, Katrina." Whatever you want. Then he'll come back, right? Samuel will come back, unlike my father. So, you guys, you have to help me out. Dad, can you help me? Elsie.
Yes.
We're going to do a love spell.
Oh, my clams.
Would you write down his name?
I can't.
Oh. Okay, it's okay. I can do it.
Okay. No, it's fine. It's just the toe beans, you know.
Oh, yeah, you've got little toe beans. Round of applause for toe beans. A fire.
No. Oh,
It's okay.
Whoa.
We're not going to burn you.
flammable again.
I'm going to fold up the intention that we've written. We're going to harness the love that you have for your otter.
Yeah.
Be with me.
Look at
Oh, Invisible Man, I feel like he'd disappear on me. Kind of like all the magicians I've dated. Yes. Ooh, you know, he looks a little narcissistic, like he might be wrapped up in himself. Maybe mummy issues, too. Is I took a black Sharpie, and I drew big black X's before you got here on all of the suitors that I thought would not be very good matches for me. Every single one of them. Yes, even this guy from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. What? And this guy. All of them, except for one very special, handsome, vampire that I think just turned 18 today. I'm just gonna say that so it's not problematic. Edward Cullen, I'm gonna be check my Halloween is my favorite holiday.
Yeah!
Yeah, do you guys like Halloween? Yeah. My favorite thing about it is watching horror movies, carving pumpkins, eating candy. Yeah, great, I know. Now, as a child, I was utterly enchanted by Halloween. For 3 Halloweens in a row, I dressed up as a witch. Thank you. I guess you could say it was destiny calling. I even borrowed my mother's broomstick when I was supposed to be sweeping. Yeah? And I would put it on like 2 chairs, and I would get on it, and I would pretend I was flying off on grand adventures. We're gonna call upon the past, present, and the future of Halloween to see if we can draw Samuel's spirit back to this room. I'm going to need a piece of information from all 3 of you in order to do that. 1, or do you want to go with both? Great. Marvelous. About that. Now you're going to call upon the spirit of the present of Halloween. What was your name? Valerie. Valerie. Yeah, thank you. Valerie, you're going to think of your most favorite thing you've done this spooky season. Into the goblet it goes, cauldron goblet, into this receptacle of magic. Yes, did you say the goblet, Father? The goblet of fire, yes. But I think that might be trademarked. So, the goblet of light, okay. Okay. Now, in a loud, clear voice, what was it that you were summoning? What was it you were thinking?
Dressing up my cat in a pumpkin suit.
Did you guys hear that? Dressing up my cat in a pumpkin suit. Okay, we need to be friends. Taylor, I want you to think about the future, but there's a problem, right? You don't know the future. Nobody knows what their future beholds, right? So we're going to use these mystical special cards to tell the future. Yes? And what we're going to have you do, Taylor, is you're going to pick a card. And they all have different fates on them, right? These actually appeared on my bedside table totally randomly. I have no idea where they came from. Some of the fates are silly and some of them are more dark. Like this one says, booby trap. Crushed by a falling house. Yeah, my cousin went that way. Not a good way to go. Very tragic. It happened in Kansas. It was very sad. Eaten by a witch. Wait, that's a problematic stereotype. We don't do that anymore. We don't eat people. Don't worry, you're safe. You won't get eaten by a witch. But I have a bunch of different ones, and you're going to tell me when to stop. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Okay. Take a look at your card. Don't tell me what it is. Remember it. Remember it. You can show it. What I'm going to have you do is you're going to commit it to your mind in a second, but I'm going to... You remember it? Okay. 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 Can you actually... I'm going to need your help more with this. Can you send it to me? Hold your hand like this. And do this on the count of 3. Do as I do. 1, 2, 3. Whoa! Into the cauldron it goes. Can you show everyone what it says? It says pumpkin cat costume! 1, 2, 3. What does it say? Piano fell out of window! Piano fell out of a window! Being a witch hasn't always been all fun and broomsticks. It hasn't always been dressing up your cat in silly outfits, right? Dressing as a witch princess, having candy and playing games with friends. In fact, back in Samuel Proctor's time, witches had it pretty rough. Yes, they were hunted in terrifying numbers Mostly that was led by the church and the government. Yeah. Yeah, boo! Yes. Now, when it came to how they could tell if you were a witch or not, women were not the most lucky. It was mostly aimed at women. Women that were outside of the bounds of society, maybe single women with cats, like Taylor Swift, right? Yeah, older women without families, women deemed too difficult or perhaps too smart were prime targets. Take, for example, poor Anne Hibbins in Boston. Hanged for witchcraft in 1656, accused of having more wit than her neighbors. Could you cue the photo of Anne Hibbins? Magical tech wizard, yes. Very sad. She had more wit than her neighbors. Yeah, raise your hand if you've been accused of that. Okay, witch. Okay. Right? Witchcraft, even today, still carries that sting, doesn't it? If someone calls you a witch, they're likely referring to a woman that's a little outside of the bounds of society, someone who's independent, a little too bold. It makes you think how little has changed in some places, like certain states where women can get prosecuted just for going somewhere and having a medical procedure. How dare they? That makes me think the most magical and witchy thing I'm going to do this autumn is cast my vote. And I hope you will all do the same. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, but back in the darker days, have you ever heard of the Malleus Maleficarum? It looked kind of like this book. It's a rather infamous book written in 1486 by Heinrich Kramer, who is like a German priest guy that probably hated women. Because of this book, thousands of women and some men, based on their homosexuality, were executed and prosecuted as witches. There was all sorts of different ways to tell in this book if somebody was a witch, right? They had pictures, like this fabulous gem of a picture. Yeah, that looks like a witch, right? It looks like a fun Tuesday night to me. Yeah, I love ponies and the devil. So great. Yes, next slide. There was a bunch of different ways that they would tell if you were a witch. There were trials, right? They would prick your skin, and if you bled, then you weren't a witch. So that's pretty easy to pass, right? But there was something else, the more infamous witch swimming. I had a black bottle here. Did it fall or go somewhere? That's okay. We're just gonna get dip into the cauldron. Yeah, for water. There's like definitely a water bottle somewhere on the ground. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. There was the more infamous witch swimming. And what they would do is they would take the accused, they would handcuff them, and they would throw them in water. I know, right? So rude. And if they floated, they were a witch, right? If they sank, they weren't. There was a lot of accidental drownings that happened around this time, conveniently. Now, they thought that when you were a witch, your body rejected, like your baptism, so the water would reject you, right? Total science. But what happens if instead of floating or sinking, the water itself defied gravity? Now that, my friends, would be a sure sign of witchcraft. Do you hear that? That means Samuel's spirit is here. He made me lose my concentration and spill the water everywhere. But that means that this is working. That's really good. I think if we do one final trick, we can probably bind him to the theater and bring him back. Will you do that with me? Wonderful! I have this bag here and a bunch of different tarot cards. Raise your hand if you know what tarot cards are. Okay, oh wow, okay, we got some witches here. So, there's actually over 70 different cards in a tarot deck, and if you don't know what tarot cards are, they're what, came before our playing cards that magicians use. Those boy magicians. they like find an ace of spades. So we're gonna use tarot cards. There's all sorts of different tarot cards. You don't have to know them all, but there's like the High Priestess, the Seven of Pentacles, the Magician. Yeah. There's even death, which, don't worry, death is actually not a bad thing. It just means like transformation and change. Yes, no pianos are gonna fall out of windows at this show. And there's even a zodiac card. It's very important. I actually have a spell that will help later with Samuel. I'm gonna need someone to hold on to this special spell. Someone to hold on to it. What's your name? Oh my God, your name's Nirvana? Okay, you're a witch, I can tell. Nirvana, hold on to this. It's wrapped up with a little piece of twine, which is like what they had in the 1600s instead of Velcro. And it's gonna be there, you're gonna hold on to it. Okay, I'm gonna throw this out, and please someone try and catch it. Did someone catch it? Did someone catch it? Okay, awesome. What is your name? Kevin, you know what to do? Pull it out, look at the tarot thing, yeah, and look at the bottom. Kevin, yeah.
Yeah!
Okay, who's got it? Who's got it?
I have it.
Ooh, what's your name?
Eric.
Eric. Yeah. Okay. Eric, you know what to do. Pick a card, put it back in the bag. Yes? And toss it to someone else that you don't know. Yay! Ooh, it's a male coven. I love it. Okay, what is your name?
Dan.
Dan the witch. Do you know what to do? We've done this before. Take out the cards, check them out, pick one, look at it. Now, could the three of you stand up? Yay! Wonderful. In a second, I'm going to try to sense in the audience and read your minds and figure out what the tarot cards are. Using my witchy perception. When I do that, I want you to keep a poker face. I want you to not make any sign or gesture. I don't want you to, go, ooh, that's my card. Don't do anything. Just stay perfectly still and stay calm, okay? The people that freaked out the most were the ones that got the most accused of being witches, so. Yeah, so just keep it chill, you guys. Okay. And just stay where you are, don't sit down or anything. Okay. I'm sensing the moon, the Fool, and the Three of Cups. Okay, now don't make any sign. What was your name?
Dan.
Dan the witch. Dan. If I said, anyone can be a witch, it doesn't have to be gendered. She said Dan the wizard. Do you want to be a witch or a wizard?
Witch.
Okay, Dan the witch. You're an ally. Okay, so Dan, what I want you to do is if I said your card, sit down. Okay, but I know what you're thinking. Maybe I saw the card reflect off of the mimosa and off of his glasses, and I saw what it was, and all that, that's whatever. That could be how it was done, right? But then if that's the case, how would I have known Eric's card? Eric, if I said your card, can you sit the heck down? Yeah. Drop back to your seat, thank you. Now I know what you're thinking. Maybe she's just a really good guesser, right? But you know what? It's pretty easy to guess a card, right? It could be easy. In fact, what's your name? Greg, I'm thinking of a card. What am I thinking of?
Two of clubs.
Wrong! See? It's not that easy. It's actually pretty hard. Okay. So, in a moment, I'm going to ask you to sit down if I got your card right. And I know you're going to because I'm a witch and I can tell the future, right? So, if I got your card right, sit the heck down! Yes! But I know what you're all thinking. What if the cards were marked? She's a magician 11 months of the year. This month actually, before this even began, before I passed out the tarot cards, before the cards chose 3 random people, I actually took a love spell. I put it in an envelope, and I gave it to this witch, Nirvana, who's held on to it this whole time. Has anyone messed with it? Has Samuel whooshed around and messed with it? No, he hasn't? Okay. Very good. And inside is a piece of parchment. That says, the moon, the fool, and the 3 of cups! Thank you so much! Thank you! Oh, this is very good, I must look in my spell notes. That's amazing. Samuel has returned. The spirit is with us once more. We must act quickly to bind him here. Everyone, on the count of 3, I want you to say, we bind thee, we bind thee, we bind thee. 1, 2, 3. We bind thee, we bind thee, we bind thee. Oh no! Oh my goodness! What's your name?
My name's Blue.
Blue! How old are you?
10.
You're 10! Oh no, this is very bad. That's the exact age that spirits love to, get inside children at in every movie ever. Oh no, I think that Samuel's spirit is so powerful. He's jumped inside this little boy.
Oh no!
Oh no! We have to do an exorcism! Samuel! Will you come up here? We're going to help you get that spirit out! I'll come up here first! Would you come up here, put your butt up here? Wonderful. Put your hands this way. Okay. On the count of 3, we're going to say, get out, Samuel, get out, Samuel, get out, Samuel, okay? On the count of 3, all together. Are you guys ready? 1, 2, 3. Get out, Samuel! Get out, Samuel! Get out, Samuel! I think it's working! It's working! We've conjured enough magic that I think it really, really is helping. Oh, this is very good. We're going to need to do some salt to cleanse his spirit. Everyone, on the count of 3, say, we bind thee, we bind thee, we bind thee. We bind thee, we bind thee, we bind thee. Okay, on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. We bind thee, we bind thee, we bind thee. It's working, it's working. Holy water, holy water. Do it, yeah, very important. Oh, nice. Oh my gosh. Oh, yes, exorcisms are hard. Let's see if it worked. Do you feel better?
Yes.
We did it! Everyone, we did this! We did it! You're going to feel dizzy and disoriented, but you'll be okay. Thank you. Don't thank me. Thank everyone here. Wow! Thank you so much, Blue! Wow! What a brave, brave little witch. My goodness. Everyone, we did it! We did it! We saved this poor innocent child! We saved the magic show! And more importantly, we saved Halloween itself! Yeah! Why not? Thank you all so much for coming to the show. Thank you for supporting live theater. A little Halloween tip. They say that if you wear your clothing backwards, like inside out, and you walk backwards at midnight on Halloween, you're sure to see a witch. Yeah, so do that at midnight on Halloween, and I'll see you guys then. And I hope you have a wonderful, magical rest of your day.